Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'll talk about the review of the Realme X1 Max device after using more than 75 days of usage. Yes friends, it's been more than 75 days and a lot of users, they did ask me to give me the long time review. So that is what this video is about friends, and during this time, I'll try to discuss all the pros and cons, what are the problems I did encounter during this 75 days of usage with this Realme X1 Max, and what are the things I like about this phone, everything. All the details I'll try to discuss in this one single video. In case if you're planning to buy this smartphone, this video will be really helpful for you to decide whether to buy or not. And during this process, I'll try to discuss each and every small topic about the performance, display, camera, battery charging, connectivity, build quality, UI and the software updates, and the price as well, everything. So let's get started friends without wasting any time. And in case if you feel my videos are really helpful for you, so don't forget to subscribe and do support me by liking this video, please friends, and don't forget to use my links in description to buy the smartphones. And here's the exact first, let's start with the processor. So in just the processor, the Realme X1 Max comes with a Dimensity 1200 chipset. So this is a 25,000 rupees price, Realme X1 Max 24,999, and for this kind of price you are getting really very good package for this kind of processor. Yes, Dimensity 1200. It is actually quite equal to Snapdragon 870 chipset. Not quite equal, it's kind of close. Yes, exactly, little bit kind of equal as well. In some scenarios it's not that well optimized for the games, but if you take a look at the Antutu benchmark score, it was able to get slightly close to the Snapdragon 870 as well. So in my Snapdragon 870 in the iQOO 7 device, I was able to get up to 7 lakhs always. It used to be really consistent in terms of the maintaining that Antutu benchmark score. As you can see in the Realme X1 Max, I was able to get 6 lakhs 84,000 and 6 lakhs 65,000, 84,000. These are scores which I got in the Realme X1 Max, and this is the highest Antutu benchmark score which I got in the Realme X1 Max with the Dimensity 1200 chipset. So first I'm trying to show you all the Antutu benchmark scores and all the CPU throttling, so you'll get a clear idea what is happening with this kind of powerful processor, Dimensity 1200, what is happening. And here's the CPU throttling test results. As you can see, all the screenshots, you can see the graph, the stability, it's not that smooth when compared with the Snapdragon processors. Here's the sample comparison with the Snapdragon 870 chipset. As you can see, the graph, it's very smooth, it's kind of really declining very smooth. But here in the Realme X1 Max, you can see ups and downs. Not once, not twice, doesn't matter how many times I do. As you can see, there are so many graphs I can keep on showing you. As you can see friends, the graph, it's not that consistent. You can see all the graphs, and every time the CPU throttle up to 76% and 80%, you can see how much the CPU throttling is happening. One time it's kind of more than 91%, but the overall score is really less at that time. As you can see, CPU throttling. And these are the details about the Antutu benchmark score and the CPU throttling in this device. So if you keep those things aside, in the normal day-to-day usage, I did not feel any kind of issues, not lag, nothing at all, not much major complaints. With the normal to medium usage, you will not feel any lag in this Realme X1 Max. Only for the pro gamers, maybe if you're a pro gamer, you may feel lag maybe while playing the Battlegrounds mobile game, because this review I'm giving based on the few users which they did complain on the Realme X1 Max while playing the Battlegrounds mobile game. That is the reason I thought of mentioning in this video as well. And the Realme X1 Max was able to play at 90 FPS. That's also another good thing. Only this game got optimized really well, not other games. For example, Call of Duty, you cannot play at high graphics in this Realme X1 Max in the Call of Duty. So few of the games which are not that optimized at this moment, maybe in the future it may be able to optimize. One thing, if you ask me, if you buy the Dimensity processor right now in the 2021, is it good choice for the next 2 to 3 years or not? I would say maybe, it may be good, because for the past, the Snapdragon processor used to get really good updates and faster updates. But right now with the Battlegrounds mobile, the things got slightly changed, because before the Snapdragon 870, the Dimensity 1200 got the update. That's good. So it also depends upon the manufacturer company, how well they are keeping in contact with the game developers and asking them to optimize. So that also depends upon the manufacturer phone. That's the one thing you should definitely understand. In terms of the performance, I'm really happy friends with this phone. So not much major complaints apart from few drops, so which few users also mentioned. That's the reason. But for this kind of package, I'm completely satisfied. So no words. For 25,000 rupees, no words. I cannot have much complaints. So that's perfect. So next topic in terms of the display. The display of the Realme X1 Max comes with the 6.43 inches of Super AMOLED panel with 120 Hz refresh rate and touch sampling rate of 240 Hz touch sampling rate. By default, it is 240 Hz. The company did say that 360 Hz, but by default, I'm getting only 240 Hz touch sampling rate in this device. And the display looks really good. There's not much issues. There's no green tint issue, particularly which a lot of other phones are actually facing green tint problem. But this phone doesn't have any kind of green tint issues at this moment. I can definitely say this is kind of close to perfect phone in terms of the display in the Realme X1 Max device. Even there is not much flickering is happening in the Realme X1 Max at this moment, as you can see. Apart from one thing, few of the applications and games which are slightly limited to the 60 Hz in the UI. That's the one thing which is related to the UI topic, which I'll try to discuss in those UI topics. But overall, in terms of the display, I'm really happy, which looks fantastic, friends. All the colors and everything, saturation levels and viewing angles and everything, as you can see, which is really good. And before there used to be a small line while watching the videos, but right now it got fixed with the latest update. That's also another good thing. So there's not much complaints at this moment I can give on the Realme X1 Max in terms of the display. Let's move to the next topic, which is a camera topic. So in terms of the camera also, I'm really kind of out of 5 I would give the rating. So let me try to give the rating. Out of 5, 4 star in the performance, and display I think 4.5 star, and camera also kind of close to 4 star, because I'm not that impressed with the night mode shots in the Realme X1 Max when compared with other phones. And sometimes the colors are slightly oversaturated, sometimes the green colors just a little bit. And sometimes the front camera is also not that great. I mean, it's kind of okay. I'm just saying that it's not that great. That's the one thing. And let me show you a couple of samples which I recorded in this phone using the Realme X1 Max. As you can see, the colors with the wide angle lens and everything, zooming capabilities as well. You can actually zoom up to 20x as well in the Realme X1 Max. As you can see, 20x. That's fantastic thing, friends. As you can see here, this is a front cam clarity. This is how it looks, the clarity of the phone. So it's kind of really good, not bad at all. So let me just show you exactly the camera interface, and you can actually record I think 4K as well, 4K 60 FPS. Let me just show you here, video resolution 4K. Yes, 60 FPS is supported, as you can see exactly. That's the one thing. And one more thing, when you're trying to record, let me try to show you exactly. Let me try to go back to the settings, and let me try to change to the 1080 and 30 FPS. One more, if you try to record in the normal, you cannot change to the ultra wide. As you can see, you cannot change. You can only zoom it, but you cannot change to the ultra wide. Only few phones will be able to allow you to change from ultra wide to main camera, but you cannot do that in this Realme X1 Max with the camera. So in terms of the camera wise, I'm kind of okay, I would say. And let me show you a couple of night mode shots which are taken. So these are the night mode shots which are taken in the Realme X1 Max. As you can see, it's not that too good, I would say. Other phones were able to perform this same task really better. That's the one thing which I'm having complaint on the Realme X1 Max. So next is regarding the battery and the charging. So in terms of the charging speed, 50 minutes of charging speed the phone will be taking, and in terms of the battery backup, I was getting close to 6 hours and 6.5 hours of screen on time in the Realme X1 Max, and overnight battery draining was close to I think 3 to 4% in my device overnight. In my usage, this is what I did find out, and overall I'm really happy, friends. So there's not much big complaints, and even Battlegrounds Mobile you can play up to continuously 6 hours, but if you use 90 FPS, done. You can only get 3 to 4 hours of battery backup in this phone if you use 90 FPS. That's the one thing you should definitely understand in the Realme X1 Max. If you use 90 FPS, definitely you'll lose the battery. If you play at HDR Plus Extreme, you'll lose the battery. So only as the smooth and extreme, my device, I did get about close to 6 hours of time. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning for you all in terms of the battery and the charging speed. Charging speed 50 minutes. That's also another thing which I thought of just mentioning. And next, move to the next topic regarding the connectivity. So in terms of the connectivity, friends, absolutely beast. No issues regarding the Wi-Fi, no issues with the 4G, nothing at all, no problems, zero complaints regarding the connectivity in this phone. Even the ping value was able to maintain really good. So this is a Realme X1 Max was second favorite phone. First, my favorite phones was OnePlus phones. OnePlus Nord CE, OnePlus Nord 2, OnePlus 9R. These phones, they did have really very strong, powerful signals. So I mean outdoor signals, and able to capture most of the data speeds as well. And out of those are the first favorite phones, and then the Realme X1 Max was my second favorite phone in terms of the connectivity. So no issues with the Wi-Fi connectivity, 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, doesn't matter, same speed, no complaints. So next is regarding the build quality. So build quality, one more thing, we do know the Realme X1 Max has got the plastic build quality that makes the phone less weight as well, and some people, they don't like this kind of plastic feel. But in my opinion, if you want really less weight mobile phone, then this will be a really perfect choice, I would say, definitely. And regarding the haptic feedback, even the phone has got really good haptic feedback, then what's the use of having good haptic feedback if you cannot enable while playing games? That's a really frustrating part about this UI. That's what I'm trying to talk about UI, friends. It's very, very totally frustration that you do have the very strong hardware, which is a 4D vibrations, which is very strong and very powerful. Trust me, when you try to use these settings, you will definitely understand. But what's the use if the UI is not allowing you to play while using in the Battlegrounds mobile games and other games? There's no use at all. You can only use while playing PUBG Mobile. That doesn't make any sense. So this is a UI problem, friends, with the Realme UI. Not only this problem, there are a couple of other issues with the Realme UI, where few applications you cannot run in the 120 Hz refresh rate. They are limited to 60 Hz. Even the Battlegrounds mobile game as well, you need to use the brightness trick to play 90 FPS. Normally you cannot play that. Why? You're paying 25,000 rupees to do all these kind of tricks or what? I cannot understand still why the Realme is not fixing this kind of things. So immediately they should fix this kind of high refresh rate problems which is going on in the Realme X1 Max. Hopefully they should fix it as soon as possible. And next thing I forgot to mention regarding the Type-C, which is 2.0 only, which is not 3.1, which is old style 2.0. So data transfer rates will be really slow when you're trying to copy from phone to laptop and laptop to phone. And speakers wise, no issues, fantastic, very good volume, but that will result in really high vibrations on the backside. That's the one disadvantage because of this plastic body. So that's the one thing you should definitely understand in the Realme X1 Max regarding the speaker quality in this phone. And next is regarding the UI. I'm kind of okay, I would say, because for the past few years I did use the Realme phones, so nothing much major complaints at this range regarding the Realme UI at this moment, apart from small things which they should fix as soon as possible. 4D vibrations, having the floating FPS meter which is present in OnePlus phones, floating FPS meter, that is what I am requesting for them to add. And next is fixing this eye refresh rate. So these are the major problems which the Realme X1 Max has got right now. So next, regarding the software updates, right now I'm running the July security patch update, as you can see clearly, which is a July security patch. As you can see, friends, right now the date is about 29th of August. So we are about to finish the August month. Until that, we did not receive any kind of August month security update. So maybe very soon we might be able to receive that August security patch update as well. So overall, I did not have any kind of complaints regarding these updates as well. Regarding the Realme X1 Max, you'll be able to get the 2 Android updates. Obviously fine in this Realme X1 Max with the Android 12 and Android 13 as well. So when it comes to the price, what is the price of the Realme X1 Max? Let's check in the Flipkart what is exactly right now the price, because price keeps on changing in the Flipkart website. I'm not sure why they change. Let me just open the Flipkart Realme X1 Max, and right now the price is of 26,999. So before it was 24,999. Right now it went up to 26,999. So if you get the phone for about 24,999, that will be really good package. For 25,000, damage to 1,200, and if you use the bank discount cards, you can get for around 23,500 as well. That's another thing. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and these are overall pros and cons about this Realme X1 Max. And in each and everything, there's one kind of disadvantage and there's a lot of advantage as well. In display only, I did not feel any kind of disadvantage apart from that touch sampling rate not having 360 Hz. That's the one thing. Apart from that, I did not have any kind of issues in terms of the display. So in terms of the connectivity also, I'm completely happy. No issues with the connectivity as well. So this is complete walkthrough about this Realme X1 Max. And in case if you're planning to buy this phone for the next 2 to 3 years, for the normal usage, for medium usage, is it good or not? Yes, it's absolutely good. So for gaming, for hardcore gaming, will I suggest? Maybe not. Maybe if you can choose the Snapdragon processors, if you can spend extra money, if you're out of budget, then definitely you can choose this phone. If you have the budget to spend, maybe spend on the iQOO 7 device or Snapdragon 870 chipset, or maybe Snapdragon processors. That will be really good advantage. That's the one thing. For the hardcore gamers only, I'm trying to advise. For normal and medium users, you will not feel anything, friends. And that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more update. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to download this live wallpapers, make sure to check the playlist which I have created for the live wallpapers. See you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye. And don't forget to use my links in description to buy any products, and make sure to hit the subscribe and like button as well. Until then, stay tuned, friends. Bye.